Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have more information, more leaks about new things with Battlefield 6. Allegedly, there may be another free-to-play mode called Gauntlet, which could be the most competitive game mode Battlefield has seen since BF1 Incursions, and there could be a new Battlefield subscription service called Battlefield Pro. I'm sure this will go over well in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and swing by the streams. I stream every single day. All links are in the description. First thing we're going to talk about in this video is the Gauntlet mode. This is coming from Temporal. Here's what he said. Quote, "Sure, I can give you a short summary. It's an elimination mode for smaller teams, solo, duo, trio, and squad, featuring various mission types: circuit, contract, decryption, extraction, heist, rodeo, standoff, vendetta, and wreckage." So you're doing an extraction mission, then a round of CTF, and after that maybe killing a high-value target, and so on. After each mission, only a certain number of teams advance to the next. Not sure about the exact procedure or numbers. The map appears to be the same as the Battle Royale, which is called Granite, with points of interest like crash site, judging by assets, most likely a crashed C-17, downtown, Main Street, marina, military base, and so on and so forth. Probably also involving some kind of free-to-play approach. So it sounds like this is a more competitive game mode. You have a certain number of teams, you play different missions each time, only certain teams move on after each mission, then at the end, presumably, there is a single winner. Now, the thing that I thought of when I heard about this game mode is, hold on a minute, they're going to do a free-to-play Battle Royale, which a lot of Battlefield players don't want, and on top of that, they're going to do another separate free-to-play mode called Gauntlet? And the reason I'm apprehensive about this is kind of a classic DICE-ism, if you will. What I mean by that is, in every Battlefield game ever made, there's always some sort of quirk and feature, shout out Doug DeMiro, that they try to include that people either don't care about, straight up hate, didn't ask for, ruins gameplay, right? There's always something they try to do that they don't need to do. This is an example of something that I don't think they need to do. If they already have a free-to-play Battle Royale, they don't need another standalone free-to-play game mode. They're splitting up the player base too much with this shit. I don't like when they spam game modes. They've been doing it really ever since probably Battlefield 5, I'd say. But Battlefield 2042 is really egregious when it comes to this. You know, you have the event game modes. There's like 3 game modes in there. There's 4 different ways to play Conquest. There's 2 different ways to play Breakthrough. You look in Portal. There's like 3 game modes in there. The player base is way too split up. You don't need all of these separate game modes. I thought, personally, they were good with keeping the Battle Royale, which I'm well aware is not very popular with Battlefield players, but they're doing it anyway. But the Battle Royale combined with the Battlefield multiplayer, the base game, that was enough. They don't really need anything else. So while this Gauntlet game mode does sound interesting, I'm very apprehensive to be excited for it or interested in it because I'm not so sure this is going to be very successful, just considering everything else you can play in Battlefield. So definitely let me know your thoughts about that. Moving on to this Battlefield Pro subscription thing that was data mined. Apparently it includes the following. It includes a battle pass, so you gain all the perks and rewards from a battle pass that you would typically get. You get 6 exclusive instant unlocks. You get to host persistent servers in Portal. You get 10% more battle pass XP, 20 tier skips, exclusive bonus path, which apparently allows you to gain exclusive additional content, Battlefield Pro challenges, which allegedly allow you to unlock exclusive cosmetics, and it includes access to previous seasons. So, say you miss something in a season, apparently with Battlefield Pro, you might be able to still unlock that. According to a report from MP First, I will link this article in the description, they think it is similar to Fortnite's Crew or Rainbow Six Siege's R6 membership. Some people are speculating this has something to do with the return of a version of Battlefield Premium. Longtime Battlefield players will remember Premium. It was the thing that bundled all the DLC together, and it really was significantly better than the live services we have seen so far from Battlefield. Obviously, the next Battlefield game is very confirmed to be a live service title. So I don't think this is a return of some sort of premium membership. I think this is exactly what it sounds like. This is a way to get more money out of the players. Whether or not it is actually worth it remains to be seen. One thing that has me a little concerned is it specifically mentions that if you buy Battlefield Pro, you are allowed to host custom servers in Portal. So are they paywalling hosting custom servers? If that's the case, that's going to piss people off. And then, of course, there's the question of how much this is going to cost. If I know EA, this is not going to be a cheap sort of membership. I would not be surprised if this cost, I don't know, upwards of $30 or $40. I really would not be shocked. Then, of course, there's the question of, is it even worth it, regardless of the price? Because if you take a look at everything here, most of it is relating in some way to cosmetics or unlocking previous season rewards via either the bonus path or Battlefield Pro challenges. It even says here that you can listen to the Pro radio station. Don't really know what that means. Maybe that has to do with inside of a vehicle cockpit, you can actually cycle through different music. If you didn't know that, that's in Battlefield 2042. Maybe they'll give us some sort of exclusive music track. Fascinating. But I have to admit, between Battlefield Gauntlet and this new Battlefield Pro subscription thing, this is maybe the first bit of information about Battlefield 6, other than Marcus Leto leaving the studios, that has me a little apprehensive. Some people are claiming that Gauntlet is part of the Battle Royale and it isn't separate. So if that's the case, I'm less worried. But if it does turn out to be a separate game mode, I don't think that is 100% necessary. And when it comes to the subscription thing, I just think this has massive potential to backfire and actually make people really angry, especially if they paywall hosting persistent servers in Portal. But nevertheless, the build-up to the next Battlefield game gets just that much more interesting, ladies and gentlemen. They are biting off a ton, and they have to, because they have to deliver this time around. But the question is, can they actually do it with all this separate stuff they're trying to do? It's just one of those things. No matter how dire the consequences of failure are, EA and DICE are always going to have one of the biggest egos in gaming. They are always going to try to go over the top. They're always going to try to go super ambitious, and there's basically nothing you can do about it, and we always have to pray that they can actually manage to deliver on what they're saying they're going to try to do. So with that being said, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff, particularly with Battlefield Pro. I'm really interested to see what you guys think about the persistent servers potentially being paywalled. If that turns out to be the case, oh boy, that is going to be a dark day. Let me tell you that. Reddit and Twitter might spontaneously combust. But thank you guys for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.